Welcome back to the MedBee blog channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that's very relevant to the UK students at the moment, whether you're applying to medicine or any other undergraduate degree. And it's to those people who have got offers, so congratulations, and it's particularly aimed towards those lucky people who have got more than one medicine offer. I didn't actually think I was going to get a single medicine offer, so I was in complete shock when I actually had 2 offers for graduate entry medicine. And these offers came from King's College London and Warwick. Now, spoiler alert, I'm at Warwick. But how did I reach this decision? And it was a very, very hard decision for me because Warwick had been a university that was very kind of new on my radar. I didn't know much about it, but I began to learn more about it, began to watch YouTube videos on it, and I began to fall more and more in love with it each day. Whereas King's had been a university I was very aware of from the beginning. I was that year 10 person who was researching what universities they were going to go to. It had been there, it was in London, so I've always wanted to live in London, and I was crazy about it, so it was very, very hard. So my one recommendation is to write a pros and cons list of either, and I actually did this with my mentors at university. So, pros for Warwick. Warwick was a GEM only course, which means that the only people on the medical degree here are at least 20 years and above and all have a bachelor's level degree at least. And here at Warwick, it doesn't matter if you've come from a BA or BSc background. So that was a real kind of draw for me because I wasn't 100% happy about being mixed in with undergraduates again. I knew how immature I was as an 18-year-old, and I'm pretty sure the undergraduate kind of medical students are fine and mature, but for me it was just something that I wanted. Warwick also has some fantastic student societies, and their peer-to-peer support here is very obvious from the beginning. So I was very keen to have like the student seminars, I was very keen to have my Medic family, I was very keen to be teaching, for medical students to be teaching each other and engaging with each other. And they also have several societies here that I was keen to join, so Teddy Bears Hospital was one. Haven't actually done it yet, but I really want to do it, just because I've got a passion for paediatrics, and neuroscience society, surgical society. They were all there, and that was something I was really wanting to get involved with, and also the medical review as well, which I did get involved with, and it was incredible. And it was also a very friendly atmosphere, and it was a separate medical school, so the actual medical school here is on a different campus, the main campus, but it's about a 10-minute walk up the road. The only other people up there are life sciences students, so kind of your biomeds, etc. And that was very appealing to me because I knew I could be in a quiet area campus. I wouldn't have to deal with all like the SU elections as such going on, so that was a real big appeal. However, Warwick runs CBL, and I was very, very, very sceptical of that at first because it's group work, and I've had really bad experience with group work in the past, but to be honest, it's been absolutely fine. I've loved it. My CBL group are lovely. I provide food and they eat it, so it's a really good way for me to like get rid of the food that I don't want to eat. And although it is a big cohort and it can sometimes feel like you turn around and be like, have I met you before? It's nice because you get some variety, you're not stuck with the same people every day. And literally here you can be stuck with the same people not 24/7, but 7 days a week if you have events on at the weekend. Also, travelling, Warwick is in the middle of nowhere, there is no denying that, but people are lovely here, and most people do have cars, so if you ask people nicely and you say, look, I'll pay towards petrol, I'll pay towards parking, I'll buy you a drink, etc., people tend to be like, okay, I'll give you a lift. And even if they don't, then public transport isn't the worst thing around. So I can get to the hospital and back quite easily. Yes, it does take a little bit of time, but it's possible. King's, as I said, was a university I wanted to go to for ages, and King's only had 28 spaces on their graduate entry medical course. And last time I asked, about 1,700 people applied. And that's roughly a 1:68 ratio. So I'd beaten 68 other people to get my spot. And I was like, do I want to chuck that away? Is that something that I'm like, obviously this means something. Why would you not take it up? And that was very much playing on my mind. But Warwick, I felt you had more hoops to jump through to get an offer at Warwick. It's not a lot of travel because it's central London, so it's the underground, and even in like second, third, fourth, fifth, no, second, third, fourth, because I'm on graduate entry course year, I'd be sent out to Kent, and I'm from Kent, so I know Kent, which wouldn't fuss me at all. And again, it's London. However, you were mixed with the undergraduates, and I've explained why. It's expensive because it's London. And for me, it didn't have the atmosphere that Warwick had. And a key part of choosing universities, and this is like my big number 2, is if you get a good feeling about a place, then go for it. Because a lot of it for me was, do I feel like I fit in here? Do I feel comfortable here? Can I see myself here? And for Warwick, it was a yes. For King's, it was a maybe. And there's nothing bad about this university, but it's just some places you fit into, some places maybe not so much at you. But I can assure you that King's, like, I have friends that go to King's, they're absolutely loving it. So it's nothing against the university. So I kind of weighed this up. I thought about it for a month and a half and eventually chose to go to Warwick. So I'm here. Spoiler alert, just in case you didn't know. So if you're really struggling to choose between 2 universities, and as I was, go with the one that you feel the most happiest in. Don't go for the one that's higher in the league tables. Don't go for the one that has that fancy professor that you've always dreamt about being lectured by, because guaranteed you probably won't meet them. Go for the place that you feel you're going to be happy. So UCLan for me, I went into my A-levels thinking I was going to go into like a university that was in the top 10 of the country, whatever. I went to UCLan and I had the best time of my life there. I fitted in so well. My lecturers were lovely, and although it isn't high in the league tables, I think it is possibly one of the best universities around for student support, for being there, for pushing you through, and for believing in you. So I really do not recommend going off league tables. Go off student satisfaction. Go and talk to students. Don't go and talk to staff. Talk to staff about the academics, but go and talk to the students about what it's like, because they know. And more often than not, student ambassadors really want to talk to people because they've probably been stood out in the cold for like 3 hours and you're the first person they've talked to. That's coming from personal experience. So that was how I chose to come to Warwick University to study medicine. 100% do not regret the decision. It's been the best decision I think I've ever made for myself. I love it here. The support is incredible here. And now I'm just hoping I get into second year because my exams are coming up, which is really scary. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope it's helped. I've tried to keep this as concise as possible. Please like and subscribe for more content, and also please don't be afraid to comment about what you want to see. Also go and visit my Instagram, from there you can also find my WordPress website, which is something that I'm really proud of because it's got a lot of experience of what it's like to be a graduate entry medical student on there. And you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter if that's how you prefer to access my channels. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.